What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and welcome to a brand new build in Forza Horizon 4. This is going to be the 2009 John Cooper Works Mini, and I'm going to have some fun with this, especially because of the fact that we now have this customization update, because I can't wait to see what we can do with... If I could go to colors, please. With the wide body kit plus a couple of other different things. Now, this car has quite a few different color groups, so we'll be able to really kind of hone in on what we want here. So we're just going to go with something basic, like this blue with the black roof. Something basic, something simple, and then we're going to go and apply the wide body kit, and then we're going to go fairly crazy with the, we're going to go fairly crazy with the wheel setup and the wide body and all that stuff. So this is a fun, quirky little car, and I'm very excited to see what will happen when we take it to the garage. So let's go straight into upgrades and tuning, custom upgrades. And first thing it's getting is the wide body. Liberty Walk wide body kit for the Mini, and it actually looks really good. It looks so good. So good. So good. Now we can convert it to rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, but I actually have a bit of a plan here. We're going to leave... or should we put the Turbo Rally engine in it? I say we say screw it and put the Turbo Rally engine in it, because why not? And aero and appearance-wise, okay, so there's a little bit of, like, Liberty Walk has kind of, like, a little add-on for the wing, so that works. Let's do the platform stuff. We'll get all the brakes sorted. We'll get the suspension sorted. We can put drift suspension on it, but here's where it gets weird. I am going to leave drift suspension, well, I'm going to leave it front-wheel drive with drift suspension, and I know that's really dumb, but... this is going to be basically built as a stance car and not as a, like, function vehicle. So I'm not expecting to set any leaderboard records with this. I just want to see what happens if we leave, you know, if we do a front-wheel drive drift suspension setup. It's going to be silly. It's going to be really stupid, but I'm curious as to whether or not it'll still rotate. Like... It may as well. 668 horsepower and 682 foot-pounds of torque. Pretty damn good. So, we also need a fully built drivetrain, because that is not going to stand up to what we're about to throw at it. Not at all. Almost 700 front-wheel horsepower and a drift suspension. That's dumb. So let's go ahead and put... we'll put race tires on it. And biggest front tires we can fit. 275s. And in the back, we're going to go with, I think, a 235. This is going to be weird. Again, trust me, this is going to be weird, but bear with me here. So let's do a... I want a wheel that promotes customization. So, ooh, Super Ad vans might work, because they've got, like, an inner barrel that's very visible, a big lip that's very visible... we could do these weird BBS-RS turbo fans just for customization sake. I kind of want to use those just for, like, literally just for customization sake. I feel like if we go through here just a little bit more, oh, yes. Yes. Yes, those are hilarious. But they'll work. They'll work for the purpose of what we're about to do. So, stanced Mini... that we've left front-wheel drive with a drift suspension. This should not work at all. This should be literally terrible to drive. I mean, if it's anything other than terrible to drive, I'm going to be very surprised. All right, Group 1 is, so the body of the car. So, let's do something crazy. Let's do something ridiculous. So, let's see... maybe like a green that fades to like a blue? Well, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that. And then highlight will be just a little bit brighter. That's a little too bright. I do want to keep that like blue-green kind of theme going on, just for the sake of like that color shift. And then, I'm not going to mess with the hood, but... whoa, wait, there's a Group 1 and 2 for the mirrors? So you're telling me that if I make these mirrors carbon. And then I go to group 2. Whoa! Dude! Okay, that's cool. That's so cool. I did not expect that one bit. I did not expect that one bit. So we could do, like, carbon on there and then Prismacolor on, like, the lip of the mirror. That's a new one, and it's one that I approve of. Like, wow. I did not expect that. Not at all. All right, group 1, which is the entire front face of the wheel. Got it, got it, got it. I wasn't sure what it was going to be. Ooh, carbon fiber looks really weird on these. Oh, it looks super weird. The Prismacolor looks better. Oh, okay. I'm in for that. And then inner barrel is going to be probably the white as well, unless we can find something else that, like, stands out. I mean, the green kind of does, and I kind of want to do it just to do it. But we'll save that to the current car. And whether you think this car looks cool or is an utter monstrosity piece of crap, we'll figure it out and determine that, and then we'll carry on. So I have never driven a front-wheel drive car with a drift suspension before. This will be either a treat or a horrible decision. But before we do any of that, we're going to look at it in photo mode just to see what kind of either beauty or utter monstrosity or somewhere in between that we built. So, photo mode time. I'm going to get in on those details. So, there's our 235s and then I think they're 275s up front. So, this is our little Liberty Walk Mini, our little stanced Mini. I mean, it's honestly like, I mean, and yes, it is stanced. If it's tucking, which it is, then it's stanced, in my opinion. Like, if you're tucking, you're basically stanced. You're basically slammed. So, I don't actually think it looks that bad. I like the color. I genuinely don't think the setup looks all that bad. And I kind of just now want to drive it. I want to go drive it. So, let's do just that. Because this is going to be weird, right? So, this is going to be a front-wheel drive car with a setup that is built to specifically to make the back end come out. All right, so throwing it into the corner here. Okay, so this is weird, right? It has a little bit of lift-off oversteer, but it's not much, actually. This is already, I think, my fastest front-wheel drive car. Look how balanced it is! This isn't supposed to do that. Oh, I mean, I'm not mad, but, like, this isn't supposed to be that good. Oh, it released heavily there. Like, heavily on that corner. Let's take it through some more consecutive corners. Definitely don't have a front-wheel drive that rotates like this. I mean, is it bad that it rotates this much? I don't think so. Okay, so if you brake on the way into a corner at high speed and you transfer the weight properly, you can make this little thing slide around a little bit. It's not going to break any drifting records, that's for sure. But it is a concept that's crazy enough to sort of work. Where's this silly fast travel board? Is it over? There it is. I was gonna say it's gotta be right here. Oh wow, I could have done that a much easier way. Like a much easier way. Spins in fourth. So the grip is not, at least front end grip, is not it's not its strong suit, let's say. Not its strong suit at... Oh, God! I was going to say, this is about to meet a tree, which it did. I want to see if we can beat that speed target. Like, okay, clutch jump in third, bang in the limiter, still gaining speed. Bang in the limiter in fourth, still gaining speed. It's such a hilarious car. I think that still the most comical part is the way it rotates. 181. I wonder if that's enough for 3 stars. It might be. Yep, it is. Hell yes. That is absolutely hilarious. But I do feel like we might have discovered something here. I mean, I'm actually fairly interested now in building a front-wheel drive race car with a drift, whoa, God, with a drift suspension to see if I can make it, like, actually turn in and have some rotation so it doesn't run into, like, understeer problems. That would be hilarious if that were to work. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I'm still going to go for it and see, just even to see what the results of something like that would be. Because it does rotate like a car with drift suspension, but when you get on the power, it obviously does front-wheel drive things, which you don't want in a drift situation. So, at the end of the day, it's a very weird car, but I don't necessarily think that it's a bad one. And, by the way, those customization updates on this Mini, I didn't even know you could freaking do that, like, to the mirrors. That's so crazy, and I didn't know that it was possible. But hope you all enjoyed this build. If you did, don't forget to click that like button. Tell me in the comment section below what you guys thought of it, and if you have any suggestions, make sure you leave them down there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Talk to you guys later.